Um, just to let you guys know, I have been having some problems with my sound in my videos. I attached a mic to my computer to hear me, and if this sounds a little bit better than some of my other videos, or worse, just kind of leave in the comments, and I'll decide if I should keep it like this, or if I should find some other way to get the audio in without it messing up. Either way, this is a review of the G&G Combat Machine. This one's the high muzzle velocity version. There's the high muzzle velocity version, which should shoot about 380 FPS. Then there's the low muzzle velocity version that should shoot about 330 FPS. So it's basically the same gun, just an FPS difference. If you want to play indoors, get the lower version, which is the normal version, or get this one if you want to play outside or mount or with field with higher FPS limit. I have a friend who there's 6 different marks on the box, or 6 different places for marks. My friend has his is marked 2nd, and we cannot see any difference between our guns, except his is tan. I don't know if it was a misprint or what's up with that, but either way, a little carrying handle right here. We don't care about the box, it's time for the review. Box opens from the bottom. The manual, it's surprisingly in some pretty good English. It says right here on the manual, recommended battery type. So some of them come with batteries, and if it does, it'll 98% of the time be this battery. And it's not all of them come with batteries. Mine didn't. I had to get the battery separately. But my friend, who's the guy that I mentioned earlier with the combat machine, his did come with a battery. I bought mine at Airsoft GI in a mystery box, but checking online, the gun should be retail about $140 USD. And the manual itself, it's some basic stuff. I recommend this gun for younger players or as a backup gun. If you're an older player but still new, yeah, I still recommend this gun, but you can usually get a little bit better. I would say this is for younger players because of its lightweight, because it is nylon. I used to believe it was plastic, but I checked on Airsoft GI and they said it was nylon. So it's really light and it's pretty durable actually. So the younger players might like the lightweight of the gun. And it's some simple stuff like how to adjust your hop up and what if your hop up needs to be adjusted or not. How to use the high capacity magazine that comes with this gun. How to insert the battery on a handguard and on a crane stock. And one with a rail, one without a rail. It's like this is like a poster type manual instead of a book type pamphlet, whatever you want to call it. The sight, it has 2 sights kind of. One has a smaller hole to be more accurate, but one has a slightly bigger hole to it's a little bit less accurate but faster to line up the sights. And you can adjust your windage and elevation. Tells you how to adjust the stock, tells you how to take off the sight, how to unjam it with an included unjamming rod, how to mount optic, and what happens if the noise becomes high-pitched or shrilly, and to adjust the motor height, and exploded parts view. Parts list, and what appears to be the G&G address. sorry, that's just my computer. And since mine came in a mystery box, it came with this and some other little thing. This one just says to use good BBs. You guys should know how to use good BBs already, otherwise it'll break inside your thing and mess up some stuff in the gearbox. Or if you continue to shoot on a jammed BB, it'll strip the gear. Says that the lower quality BBs aren't, I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff, how good BBs are accurate, has a more accurate FPS, how it has a slightly higher FPS, and then a couple paragraph like essay on using good BBs. It did come with a 450 round high capacity magazine that I don't have with me right now. It's just a standard high cap magazine. Nothing really special about it. But it is a little bit bigger than a normal magazine. Here's the standard size magazine. It's a mid cap that actually doesn't work. I'm just using it for a demonstration, so it's a little bit bigger. Not a big deal though. It says like 5.56 millimeter times 45 for real steel rounds, even though it doesn't hold them. Just look realistic. Comes with a bag of BBs. 9 out of 10 times I wouldn't use BBs that come with the gun, but I heard G&G make some pretty good BBs, so that might be one exception I'll make. I probably wouldn't use them in a game though, just when I first buy the gun, just to shoot it in the backyard. And in here, this mysterious white box holds a charger. It has a light on it to tell you when it's done, but it doesn't stop charging. It's still a trickle charger. It still takes forever to charge your battery. And it would take like 25 hours to charge a bit. Not this battery that came with it, but a battery that I had. And I bought a smart charger and charged it in like 2 hours. So what I do now is I take this and throw it away. Comes with an unjamming rod, one side for unjamming, and make sure you don't, or make sure you do turn the hop up all the way off, so you do not have to buy a new one like I did. And one side for cleaning. Just put a little bit of cloth or fabric through there, spray it with some silicone oil, and Lubrizol, and yeah. Oh, before I get to the gun, the battery. If it does come with a battery, it'll be a 9.6 volt 1400 milliamp nunchuck battery, which goes inside the handguard. Mini type, pretty good battery. It has a kind of high rate of fire. Yeah. And for the gun itself, one thing that kind of annoyed me was no realistic markings. It just says Combat Machine. It says 6mm pellet AEG semi/auto system, complete AEG series, manufactured by Combat Machine, made in Taiwan. Sorry, that's just my dog. Say hi. Safe, semi-auto. On one of my guns, I'd be like playing a semi-auto match, and then it's not like tightened, so it'll start to go down to fully automatic. This doesn't feel like it would. It takes enough force to move it that it won't start sliding down most of the time. Like if it gets caught on your shirt while you're running, it might, but that's like really unlikely to happen. 6-point stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gun is, like I said before, nylon, along with this carrying handle. This part are metal, along with the charging handle. Like, it feels like metal, but also feels like the paint feels a little bit weird. And as I said earlier, it has that 2-sight system that most M4s have. I would use this because it's a little bit easier. If you have a full face mask, it would be hard to aim down the sights anyways. To insert the battery, you pull back on the delta ring and pull this down and insert it like a normal battery. If you want to mount an optic, just kind of unscrew this, pull it off, and it reveals a rail. Sadly, this gun does not include a rail, but the other version does. The only rail is right here. The front sight and the barrel are metal. The stock itself is plastic. This feels like metal, but it has like this coating on it. Flash hider is plastic. Other side, neutralizer. Charging handle does nothing. You have to pull the dust cover off by yourself to adjust the hop up. Auto, safe, semi. Or no, yeah, auto, semi, safe. Trigger, mag release. It's a basic M4. There's nothing special to it. Besides, it's really lightweight. I'm actually kind of surprised on how light this was. Even for it being nylon, this is a pretty light gun. If the audio is a bit off, please forgive me. I'm having audio troubles and I have to use a separate microphone, and I had to try to start the video and the recording time same time, and my computer logged me out, so I don't know if it's still recording this. Front sling mount right here, rear sling mount right here. Plastic stock or nylon is probably the same. No, I think the stock is plastic. It has a bit of a different feel to it. This might be nylon actually. So I'd give this a 9.5 out of 10 just for not having realistic markings. I would kind of prefer metal gun because of like the feel, and like the feel of metal just feels a little bit better than plastic or nylon. That's my preference. Some people have other preferences, so I cannot take off any points maybe for that. So I'll still give this overall 9.5 out of 10. It'd be a great backup gun. It's kind of compact, so it might be good for CQB. Definitely good for outdoors. And make sure you keep an eye on this screw right here, because if you screw it in too much, stock goes in and out by itself. Same thing if you don't screw it on enough. So just keep an eye on that. Just a bit of advice. That's about it. Oh, this doesn't do anything. Just letting you know that. Alright, thanks for watching. I just gotta turn off my microphone. Hold on a second, please.